What is customer research?
Customer research is the disciplined process of learning how customers think, behave, and make decisions so teams can design better products and messaging.
Why is customer research valuable?
It reduces guesswork by grounding decisions in real customer evidence instead of assumptions.
What is the difference between qualitative and quantitative research?
Qualitative research explores motivations and patterns in depth, while quantitative research measures scale, frequency, and statistical confidence.
What is a customer interview?
A structured conversation used to understand needs, context, workflows, frustrations, and decision criteria.
Why are open-ended questions useful in customer interviews?
They invite stories, examples, and nuance instead of limiting the customer to short predefined answers.
What is a leading question?
A question that nudges the customer toward a preferred answer, which can distort the findings.
What is a good interview question for discovering pain?
Walk me through the last time you tried to solve this problem.
Why should researchers ask about past behavior instead of future intent?
Past behavior is usually more reliable than hypothetical promises about what someone might do later.
What is a user segment?
A user segment is a meaningful subset of customers who share similar goals, constraints, or behaviors.
What is a participant screener?
A screener is a set of questions used to recruit the right participants for a study.
What is observational research?
It is research where you watch users perform tasks in their real or simulated environment to uncover actual behavior.
What is diary research?
A study method where participants record activities or feelings over time so researchers can see patterns across days or weeks.
What is usability testing?
A method where users attempt realistic tasks while researchers observe friction, confusion, and success rates.
What is the purpose of a research objective?
It clarifies what the team is trying to learn so the study stays focused and actionable.
What makes a good research sample?
Participants should resemble the target audience closely enough that findings reflect the real users the product serves.
What is triangulation in research?
Triangulation means combining multiple sources or methods to strengthen confidence in findings.
What is synthesis in customer research?
Synthesis is the process of organizing notes into patterns, themes, and insights the team can use.
What is an insight?
An insight is a meaningful conclusion that explains customer behavior and suggests how the team should act differently.
What is a jobs to be done interview?
A research conversation focused on what progress the customer was trying to make when they hired a product or workaround.
Why should research capture exact customer language?
Real customer wording improves messaging, product copy, positioning, and internal understanding.
What is response bias?
Response bias happens when participants answer in a socially desirable or otherwise distorted way rather than honestly.
What is the value of follow-up probing?
Probing uncovers the story behind short answers and often reveals hidden motivations or trade-offs.
What is an example of a probing question?
What made that difficult, or what happened next?
What is a research repository?
A repository is a shared system where notes, recordings, tags, and insights are stored for reuse.
Why should research findings be shared quickly?
Fresh evidence is more likely to influence priorities and decisions when it is circulated while the topic is active.
What is an assumption map?
A simple framework for listing risky beliefs and deciding which ones need research evidence first.
What is concept testing?
A study that checks whether customers understand and value a proposed idea before the team invests heavily in building it.
What is a good output of customer research?
Clear findings, supporting evidence, implications, and recommended next steps for product, marketing, or sales.
What is customer discovery?
Customer discovery is early-stage research focused on validating whether a meaningful problem exists and for whom.
Why is recruiting quality participants so important?
Weak participant fit leads to misleading findings, no matter how polished the interview guide is.
What is a discussion guide?
A discussion guide is a flexible plan of topics and prompts that keeps interviews consistent without making them robotic.
Why should researchers avoid pitching during interviews?
Pitching changes the conversation from learning to selling and can contaminate what participants say.
What is note-taking discipline in research?
It means capturing observations faithfully, distinguishing direct quotes from interpretation, and keeping evidence traceable.
What is affinity mapping?
Affinity mapping groups observations into themes so patterns emerge more clearly during synthesis.
What is a signal in customer research?
A signal is a repeated pattern, quote, or behavior that appears strong enough to influence decisions.
What is a false positive in research?
A false positive is a conclusion that feels compelling but is actually based on weak or unrepresentative evidence.
What is preference testing?
Preference testing compares options, such as designs or messages, to see which users favor and why.
What is message testing?
Message testing evaluates whether customers understand, believe, and care about proposed positioning or copy.
What is saturation in qualitative research?
Saturation is the point where additional interviews produce few genuinely new themes.
What makes research actionable?
The output clearly links evidence to decisions, owners, and the next set of assumptions to test.